Hello guys. Today I want to talk about the Republican Party and the Democratic Party. So, guys, let me just tell you that like the Republican Party in most situations is the better party. You know what I mean? Like I'm like literally, yeah. That's what I've noticed. Like, you know what I mean? Like I think that the Republican Party overall is better than the Democratic Party. Like, yeah. Like, yeah. Now I'm not saying that like literally all of the presidents like in the Re- Republican Party are good, although like a lot of them were like you know what I mean. Although like yeah, although like before they didn't even have parties like you know what I mean like literally um like with the first presidency they didn't have parties like I think the parties are kind of weird although like before they just had independent parties I think because like they didn't have parties before um like I guess they have parties just to create more confusion I think and like literally like to try and control us like you know what I mean like and to try and separate us it's like yeah although like literally yeah so let me explain the Republican Party so like like what I've seen is that like literally they're like more they're a party that like has more rules like which in some ways is good I mean like and like literally that's how it should be although there are a few things that you can disagree with them on and like not every president is right I'm not saying that although like remember like I said like literally Andrew Jackson is good although no I take that back like he was part of the Democratic Party like you know what I mean although like yeah I'm not saying all Republicans are good. Like you know, what I mean, like Nixon wasn't good. Yeah, a lot of presidents part of the Republican Party were not good. Although I feel like there are more presidents part of the Democratic Party that are not good. You know, what I mean, uh, like I mean, like I could say like, um, you know, like yeah, like just like a lot of people like literally Andrew Jackson, like wasn't good. Like um like Kennedy wasn't good. Like, you know what I mean? Bush was actually a part of the Republican Party. Although, yeah, like, I mean, like, these parties are kind of weird. Although, like, literally, at the end of the day, it's just, like, what you believe, like, what the two candidates are saying, what the two different candidates are saying, like, what their opinion, what like, they, say that they're going to do. Although, for the most part, like, these presidents never do what they say that they're going to do, right? Like, literally and like literally you know what I mean like and that's just the truth like you know what I mean let me just tell you guys that like you know what I mean and like literally they have all these like different like things that they do like you know what I mean like yeah they just want the power most of them just want the power and like literally yeah and like let me tell you guys this like listen like with the Democratic Party like literally it's like usually like like um like where like they allow different things like you know what I mean like they allow like LGBTQ communities and things like that um now I've stated my opinion on that although like I've stated my opinion on that I mean like, although like yeah I said what I said on that like you know what I mean it's just like literally it's more so not good although yeah it's like they're pushing different agendas, like you know what I mean. And the Democrats will allow anything, like literally they allow abortion, which I don't agree with. Like you know what I mean, like they're on the side of like evil, like outright, like you know what I mean. At least with the Republicans, like you have some rules, like you know what I mean, like, and that's just the truth, like you know what I mean. Like I'm just gonna tell you that guys that, and like whether you agree with me or not, like you know what I mean, like that's just the truth. Um, you know what I mean. It's like yeah, um, and like literally yeah. Although I'm not saying like the whole idea of presidency is good or anything like that, or anything like that. I'm not saying like I like any of these presidents or like you know what I mean like just any of them like you know what I mean. Although like let me say this, like usually they'll try and like get like people to vote like for a candidate like literally by saying different things like you know what I mean like for instance Kamala Harris like you know what I mean was an Indian or like a black person or something like that, you know what I mean? It's like literally, and like obviously like she's gonna get the votes from like the black people and the Indians and like probably the Hispanics, like literally. And I'm not even saying that to be racist. It's just like literally, it's the truth. Like literally, and like that's how they sway your vote. Like literally, it's just like they're gonna think, oh, like why don't we have you in office, right? And that's like literally gonna like allow feminism and things like that. Which I mean, like literally, it's like, I mean, I don't even agree with like that much either. Although, like, it's like I have a different view on that too. Although, I mean, like everyone has the different like views and things like that. Like everyone won't agree on one thing. Although, like literally, it's just like if women want to work, then that's fine. Like you know, what I mean, I'm not saying that that's wrong. And if they want to vote, fine. Although, like literally, it's just like we're not built to lead. Like you know, what I mean, like men were built to lead. Like all throughout biblical times, like literally, you know, what I mean, like men are leaders. Like you know, what I mean, it's like women are like literally built to like literally take care of the men and things like that. Like literally, they're built as motherly figures. Like you know, what I mean, like they have understanding. Like that's literally in the tree of life, this ten sephirot and things like that. Like literally, you know, what I mean, it's like, yeah, and it's like, you know, what I mean, like literally, and we've kind of strayed away from that in a way. Like although it's not like too much in my opinion. Although like literally, well, I mean, like yeah, it's not too much in my opinion. Although like, well, yeah, I mean, it depends on how you look at it. Although like, it's not too much actually, to be fair. Although like, um, it's like, yeah, so yeah, they were built to like, I mean, like yeah, women like literally nurture, like you know what I mean, like literally, you know what I mean, like yeah, like that's what they do, like you know what I mean, it's like, yeah, you know what I mean, so like yeah, and then they want to try and like twist it, like you know what I mean, like that's what they want to do, like you know what I mean, although yeah, you know, so yeah, like literally, yeah, like literally, I think like it's gonna get to a point where like we're probably gonna like, I mean like literally have it to where well actually I don't know, like literally what I'm thinking is probably they're gonna try and like literally push like women to presidency, I think, which is kind of what they're doing now, although like literally, which I think is really wrong. I mean like, you know what I mean, like literally, it's like literally they might get to like a point where it's like both like candidates are women and things like that, like which is when we're gonna be doomed. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like that's when we're gonna be doomed. Like I thought we were gonna be doomed like literally, even like with this election, with this last election, like you know what I mean, and I don't agree with Trump on everything. I don't like I don't agree with the wall stuff. Like you know what I mean, he wants to build a wall. He like wants to do a lot of different things. Like I mean like literally, although he was obviously the better candidate. Like you know what I mean. Like I don't agree with him on everything. I really don't. Like you know what I mean. I don't. Like there are a lot of things I disagree with him on. Although yeah, um, it's like yeah, and I think that he was he's one of the only presidents to be elected twice. To have his second term. I realized that like there aren't that many presidents that like had that. I think, you know, I'm not entirely sure, although I think that's what it is. I think there were a few presidents who had that, although he's like one of the presidents who like actually had it, who actually has it right now. Like this is his second term, so yeah. It's like yeah, it just depends. I mean, yeah, it just depends on your views. You know what I mean? Like literally, it's just like when we get to that point, like where like they're pushing like women to presidency. It's like that's when I know when I know we're gonna be doomed. Like you know what I mean? Like I mean I'm not even gonna joke around or anything like that. Like I mean, it's like literally, women were not built to lead, uh, and like literally that's why like I mean like I disagree with the Queen of England. Like did you guys know like that like the Queen of England like literally knighted Elton John, who was like a proud advocate for HIV, like you know what I mean, AIDS, like you know like different things like that, which I'm not saying is like literally bad or wrong. Actually I am. Like I actually am. No, I am, because like it's a disease, although it's brought upon yourself. Like literally, it's whatever you do. Like people aren't like born with diseases. Like, and that's another thing. Like literally, all these ads, like literally saying, oh, like all these children have diseases. No, it's from the parents most of the time. It's not like from like literally anything. Like it's like literally, it's their fault. Like literally, that's how I feel about it. Like it's because like literally, the parents had diseases, like, or like they were fooling around beforehand. Like it's on them. Like we're not paying for that. Like I mean, like no one's paying for that. I'm sorry. Like it's like I draw a line on some things. Like it's like it's for your own foolishness. Like you know what I mean. It's like your own responsibility. I'm like no one's paying for that. Like, you know what I mean. I'm a nice guy until like literally it's like literally getting to a point where it's your own foolishness that like gets you like in trouble, and no one's taking responsibility for that. Like I'm sorry. And like a lot of them are Catholic. Like you know, like St. Jude's is Catholic. Shriners is like a place like where like they don't allow black people. I'm just gonna tell you guys out right now. They don't. They have these ads like acting like, oh, they do. Like it's like a secret organization. You know, I mean, it is. Yeah, it just is. You know, like y- it is. Like you know what I mean. So you know what I mean. Yeah, it is. You know what I mean. So yeah. Like so like that's just what it is. So like that's what you guys have to realize, like you know what I mean. So yeah, it's like you know what I mean, like literally the Queen of England like literally united a lot of different people. Like you know what I mean, like she agrees with like a lot of different things, like you know what I mean, like that aren't right, like you know what I mean, that's just the bottom line. And I believe that Prince Charles is gonna save like the people in England, like you know what I mean. And as I've said before, and it's like literally yeah, and it's like literally but we might not get to the, I mean, yeah, and it's like yeah, and it's like we might not get to the point where like literally we have like two women candidates. Hopefully we don't. I'm not saying that, and I'm not like literally praying on our downfall. Although like literally, I mean, obviously I won't be doing that. Like literally, that's stupid. Although like literally, yeah, obviously I won't be doing that. Although like literally, I have a feeling we might get to that point like eventually. Like I mean, in the future. Although like yeah, um, well, hopefully we don't. Although like yeah, it's like you know. With this Democratic Party, like they want to allow so many different things, like you know what I mean. They think everything is okay, like you know what I mean, and when it's not. So, yeah. Like, I just want you guys to remember that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, literally. I'm not saying either party is right. Like, really, none of the parties are right. Like, as I said, like, politics cause division and things like that. I mean, like, although I'm just saying, like, literally, if you want to, like, realize, like, what party is better, then it's the Republican Party. Like, if you want to find that out, like, if you want to find out which party is better, it's the Republican Party. Because, like, a lot of them are, like, at least, like, fair and just. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Um, Although, like, that's really all I have to say, guys. I hope you all have a good day. Um, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Um, don't forget to like and comment, and see you guys next time.